explicitly banned the F-22 from export and the Raptor production line was closed prematurely. Instead, the Jazz is making do by accepting 42 F-35A stealth fighters into service, though these are not as capable as air superiority fighters. Japan's Technical Research and Development Institute has already been independently studying stealth technology. Denied access to U.S. testing facilities, it shipped a stealth jet mock-up to France for radar cross-section testing in 2005. 11 years later, the Japanese firm Mitsubishi unveiled the Advanced Technical Demonstrator, ATD, also known as the X-2. The stealth aircraft program has cost Japan over $360 million to date, and involves 220 subcontractors. 90% of the ATD's parts were manufactured domestically. The diminutive X-2 measures only 14 meters long and has a wingspan of 9 meters. This small size is possible because, as a demonstrator, the X-2 isn't designed to carry any weapons and weighs only 10.5 tons, or 14.4 fully loaded. By comparison, even the light F-16 fighter weighs 18 tons empty. Instead of using radar-absorbent coatings, the Shine is made out of non-reflective silicon carbide and ceramic, and even its bubble canopy is made out of a special tin alloy. Furthermore, its surface uses a mixture of sawtooth edges, chines and irregular curves to reduce radar reflectivity. Its tail fins are also canted outwards at a steep angle. A Japanese defense official claimed in an interview that Shine looks no bigger than a giant beetle viewed from 10 kilometers away. This echoes statements from the U.S. military that the F-35 has the radar cross-section of a golf ball, and the Raptor, that of a bumblebee. However, some military observers are less optimistic about the X-2's RCS, and believe it to have more intermediate-level stealth capabilities comparable to the Chinese J-20, particularly due to the configuration of its vector thrust engines. The jet's two EXF-51 low-bypass turbofans are the first Japanese-made jet engines equipped with afterburners, and are built out of a mixture of heat-resistant ceramic matrix composite and titanium aluminide alloy. The exhaust nozzle of each engine is equipped with 3 paddles that allow it redirect thrust three-dimensionally, both vertically and horizontally, enabling the X-2 to pull off exceptionally tight maneuvers. A production aircraft fighter replaced the paddles with moving exhaust nozzles to reduce the radar cross-section. Though the engines on the X-2 individually only produce 5,500 pounds of thrust each, due to the X-2's light weight, they are still sufficient to boost the aircraft to over twice the speed of sound, or sustain supersonic flight without the use of afterburners, a capability known as super cruise. The Shine also reportedly integrated other Japanese-developed technologies. Modern jet fighters use fly-by-wire control systems rather than hydraulics, and Mitsubishi has gone one step better by using fiber optics, which transmit data more rapidly and would be resistant to electromagnetic attacks. The X-2 also reportedly boasts a self-repairing control system which detects damage to the aircraft's control surfaces, elevators, stabilizers, etc., and automatically adjusts the aircraft's handling to compensate. The Shine is a tech demonstrator, not a prototype intended to evolve into a production aircraft. And it's a lot simpler to develop an unarmed jet than a warplane capable of carrying thousands of pounds of weapons, computers and electronic warfare systems. Such a home-designed stealth fighter, dubbed the Mitsubishi F-3, remains in the early concept phase. The Japanese Defense Ministry has made it clear that it is looking for a large, twin-engine stealth jet capable of carry 6 long-range air-to-air missiles internally to begin production in 2027. Over 100 such aircraft would replace Japan's aging F-15J and F-4H Phantom interceptors. Of 2 publicly available concept drawings, one resembles the F-22, while the other appears to be a tailless 6th-generation design, like the proposed Boeing F-A-20. The aircraft would apparently wield an advanced multifunction radar that would not only detect approaching aircraft, but function as an electromagnetic sensor and possibly even a microwave weapon for disabling adversaries' electrical systems. However, in April 2018 Reuters reported that anonymous Japanese defense sources revealed that Tokyo was likely to put development of a domestic stealth fighter on hold in favor of finding a partner abroad. Unless funding is included by June of 2018, the F-3 won't make it onto Japan's next 5-year defense plan. The reason? Cost, and implicitly, risk. Japan estimates that developing its own stealth fighter would cost $40 billion in initial costs. For comparison, Japan's entire annual defense budget in 2018 was $46 billion, and that was the largest on record. And as the United States discovered while developing new technology for the F-35, Lots of things can go unexpectedly wrong, causing delays and cost increases. Thus, it may be more prudent to invest in existing technologies, ones that have been refined at another nation's expense, than assume the risk of building a hopefully better version from scratch. Tokyo has submitted requests for information, RFIs, to BAE Systems, Boeing and Lockheed Martin inquiring about the possibility of jointly developing a new stealth fighter. One of the more intriguing proposals is creating a hybrid of the Raptor and the newer F-35 Lightning II. Japan had been more enamored with the F-22 because it is much more capable in the air superiority role than the F-35, and the JASDF cares much more about air-to-air capabilities. However, the Raptor remains saddled with a 1990s-era computer system that is not amenable to inexpensive upgrade, and uses a pricey radar-absorbent material, RAM, coating. Most importantly, it is no longer in production. The F-35, meanwhile, has introduced more cost-efficient RAM paneling, and features advanced sensors and computer systems that allow it to network targeting data with friendly forces. Therefore, Tokyo is proposing a new plane that combines the advanced new features of the F-35 with the superior flight characteristics of the F-22. This would seem to offer the ultimate stealth fighter yet, but it would come at a staggering cost. A leaked Pentagon study concluded that reopening the F-22 production line, and likely upgrading some of its more outdated systems, would cost at least $7 to $10 billion to start up, followed by an eye-watering $210 million per plane for an order of 194, for a total of roughly $50 billion.